Once upon a time, in a cozy little corner of a big green forest, lived a mother pig with her 3 little sons. Now, these weren't just any little pigs. They were full of energy, dreams, and a whole lot of personality. The second pig was the foodie, constantly thinking about the next delicious meal. And the third pig, well, he was the practical one, always thinking ahead, planning for the future. One sunny morning, their mother gathered them around. She told them, "My dear sons, you've grown so much. It's time for you to go out into the world and build your own homes. Seek your own fortunes." She gave them each a big hug, a packed lunch, and a little bag of savings. With waves of goodbye and promises to visit, the 3 little pigs set off on their grand adventure. The path forked, and they each went their separate ways, excited to start their new lives. The first little pig, the creative one, didn't travel far. He saw a farmer walking down the road with a huge bundle of golden straw. Perfect, he thought. A house of straw will be so quick to build. It'll look rustic and charming, and I'll have plenty of time left over to play and explore. He traded a few of his coins for the straw and got to work. In just a few hours, his straw house was complete. It was a bit wobbly, but he was proud. He danced a little jig and went inside to take a nap. The second little pig, the foodie, trotted a bit further. He was dreaming of a big garden where he could grow carrots and turnips. Soon he came across a man gathering a big pile of sticks. Sticks, he thought. A stick house will be stronger than straw, for sure, and it won't take too long either. I can finish it before lunchtime. He happily exchanged some of his savings for the bundle of sticks. He worked all morning, lashing the sticks together with vines and mud. By noon, his house was ready. It was more solid than his brother's, with a little porch and a crooked chimney. He admired his handiwork, then went inside to start planning his first big feast. Now, the third little pig, the practical one, kept on walking. He walked past the fields of straw and the piles of sticks. He knew that in this part of the forest there was a big bad wolf, and this wolf was known for his huffing and his puffing. "No," he said to himself, "a straw house is too weak, and a stick house is not much better. I need a house that is strong, safe, and built to last." He journeyed on until he found a brickyard. The sight of all those sturdy red bricks made him feel secure. He spent almost all of his savings buying a large load of bricks, along with mortar and a trowel. He found a perfect spot on a little hill with a great view. Building a brick house was hard work. The sun beat down on his back, and his little trotters ached from lifting the heavy bricks. He worked day after day, carefully laying each brick, making sure the walls were thick and the foundation was deep. His brothers came to visit him. "Why are you working so hard?" asked the first pig. "Come play with us," said the second pig. But the third pig just shook his head and said, "I'm building my house to be safe. You should do the same." Finally, After a whole week of hard labor, the brick house was finished. It was magnificent. It had strong walls, a sturdy roof, a thick wooden door with a strong lock, and a big fireplace with a solid chimney. He crept up to the first house, the one made of straw. He peeked through a gap and saw the first little pig snoozing inside. The wolf knocked on the flimsy door. Little pig, let me come in. He growled in his sweetest, most deceptive voice. The little pig woke up with a start. He squealed, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf's sweet voice vanished. "Then I'll huff, and I'll blow your house in," he roared. And he took a deep breath, and he huffed, ... and he puffed. And the straw house blew away like confetti in the wind. The first little pig squealed in terror and ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to his brother's house of sticks. He burst through the door, shouting, "The wolf! The wolf is here!" The second pig quickly barred the door just as the wolf arrived, licking his lips. The wolf knocked. Little pigs, let me come in," he called out. "No, not by the hair of our chinny chin chins," they shouted back together. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," the wolf thundered. He took a mighty breath, and he huffed, ... and he puffed, and the stick house began to creak and groan. He huffed again, even harder this time, and the whole house of sticks collapsed into a pile of firewood. Moments later, the big bad wolf arrived, completely out of breath but more determined than ever. He saw the solid brick house and sneered. He thought this would be just as easy. He knocked on the door. He had to think of another way in. "I'll climb up the roof and slide down the chimney." He heard the scuttling of paws on the roof tiles. He saw the soot falling into the fireplace. He knew exactly what the wolf was planning. Thinking fast, he whispered to his brothers, "Quick, help me." With a final "Here I come," he slid down and landed ... With an almighty yelp of pain, he shot back up the chimney like a rocket, his tail scorched and his dignity destroyed. The third pig just smiled and hugged his brothers. "We're family," he said. "That's what matters most." From that day on, the three little pigs lived together in the strong brick house. The first two pigs learned a valuable lesson about the importance of hard work and thinking ahead. They helped their brother expand the brick house, adding a new wing for a studio and an even bigger kitchen. They all lived happily and safely together forever after. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.